What's up and welcome back to the Scuffed Ass Podcast for episode number 290. It's definitely not 5 in the morning. You know what? I like that more than anything you could have possibly said in that situation. That was pretty good. That was
I'm
pretty
fucking
good.
tired.
Yeah, so what time did you get up for whatever fire call you had this morning?
Right at 4 a.m. Well,
Nice.
actually, it was like 3. Well, the first page went out at like 3:57. And I actually did not wake up to the pager, which is weird. Usually when the tones drop, I'm like, but I had just went to sleep, so the phone actually is the one that woke me up because it was like right here. I fell asleep with my phone right in front of my face, so
Bro was watching a YouTube video when he passed out. Or TikTok.
I was actually watching a podcast on the Buffalo Bills.
Oh.
Yeah. I made it through like 10 minutes of the podcast and passed out.
Nice.
Yeah.
And we're recording this podcast not just early in the morning, but early in the week. Feels
Yeah.
weird.
Actually late in the week. Early.
Well,
what do you consider it? Late? I would say it's late because it's not. We haven't started the
I
next
don't know.
week
It's Saturday
yet, so
morning, man. I don't know what we do with this.
I don't know what the hell's wrong
Weird.
with Discord.
Is this the first time we've ever recorded on a Saturday? I recall a lot of Fridays. I recall a lot of Thursdays. Definitely a lot of Monday, Tuesday, Wednesdays. Weekends
some
weren't really
Sundays.
right because of game night, so we'd record before we'd go. I don't know if I remember a single Saturday.
I think this is our first Saturday. This is weird. I'm gonna reopen Discord.
Your Discord
There we
break?
go.
What happened?
It like black screened.
Weird. Why'd you break it?
I closed it and reopened it, and it's fine now. So weird. Apparently, my computer is tired. Also,
Well, aren't we all?
yeah. But yeah. In case anybody was wondering, I had to. I'm up this early because I had a fire call this morning.
What was on fire?
So there's a gal's house that she called and said that she heard some sparking in the wall, and then she looked into an outlet and she could see flames inside the outlet. So she called the fire department. And it was easy for me because we'd already had an EMS call there a few months ago, so I already knew where I was going.
No.
But yeah, we got there and we looked in that. I immediately went over and figured out what breaker that was on, and I cut the breaker off, and we looked through the outlet, and it definitely had some crispy wires in there in that outlet. And so she had a fish tank and a little chest freezer and a coffee maker. She said she was going to make her morning coffee, and when she turned the coffee maker on, that's when it started to spark. And
That really doesn't feel like that much stuff on a single outlet.
well, it's not. I mean, it is. I mean, chest freezers draw a lot of juice. Plus a fish tank that's running the pump and motor and stuff to keep the tank oxygenated runs quite a bit of power.
No, that's fair.
Plus who knows, because we're not quite sure what all is on that one breaker.
Sure.
So there could be other things plugged in that we don't know about, but that's besides the point. Where it had a problem because Cody and our assistant chief got there first, and when they came out, they said they were telling me this, and I said, "Well, is it on a GFI? Is it a GFI outlet? Because that would be weird that the wires would fry and the GFI didn't trip,
Yeah.
So they're like, no, and it's the first. So usually the GFI, if it's, it just has to be the first one in the sequence
Yeah.
of the wiring throughout so that way if you have if you're overdrawing or whatever, it'll trip the GFI, and then if not that, the breaker's supposed to trip too.
Right.
Well, the breaker didn't trip, and we could tell that this outlet has been messed with before because the bottom screw is a different screw than the top screw on the outlet. And what I'm guessing is someone, because it's not a very old house, someone sometime changed out the outlet, and I bet it was a GFI outlet. And they changed it out with a regular outlet. So therefore, when they were overdrawing wire, there was no GFI to trip, so it just fried the wires. And so kind of, but then the other question is, it's a new enough house. Some houses have those, they're like GFI breakers technically. So the GFI is like the big, like at the breaker basically. And so I'm not sure if that's what that was either. The problem is, it's like, okay, are we going to have this issue, a persistent issue with GFI breakers just not doing their job and not tripping like they should? Probably. And frying wires and causing house problems, house fires?
Probably.
So that's kind of a concern to us. We kind of made a note of that to start paying attention for that. But I have a feeling that there was a GFI outlet where it fried and someone had changed it out with a regular outlet, not realizing that, hey, this has to be a GFI outlet. And so I was like, went outside and I was waiting, and assistant chief come out, and I said, so you told her about, she's probably going to have to because I'm sure it fried the whole 9 yards. All the wire probably needs replaced, so they'll have to rerun the wire. So I was like, you told her you'll have to get a hold of an electrician, right? Not her nephew down the street or something who's an electrician, an actual electrician.
I wouldn't listen. I'd do it myself. I watched a YouTube video one time.
Honestly, that's fine. But Jeff down the street, who's 60 years old, who did an outlet when he was 10 once, is not the best idea.
I figured I knew what you meant, but I just wanted to say that because that's how I do like everything. I'm just like, oh, I don't know how to do this. One YouTube video, now I'm an expert. I will do it.
YouTube's awesome.
YouTube's a great resource.
I'd say that, that knowledge is limited because sometimes it takes a skill, not just knowledge of how to do it, to do things. But for the most part, most everything you can, that's how you do it.
Yeah, but see, my skill is delusion. That is my skill. I can do this thing. That's my skill. I just have incredible faith in my ability to do whatever the fuck I decide I'm going to do that day. And so far, it has worked, and I and no one else has died. Well, because of my actions, lots of people have died.
Right. I'm sure many of people have died in that current moment, just not because of you.
Yeah. It was not my doing. That was just life.
Yeah.
What? There's no way.
No way what?
Wow. Apparently yesterday was Michael Jackson's birthday. I mean, obviously he's dead, but he would have turned 67 yesterday. That just
getting old.
That math doesn't math in my head. It feels, I swear Michael Jackson was 80 when he died. I don't know how this works. He got 30 years younger when he died, I guess. I don't know what happened. But all right.
Yeah.
Wow.
Did you watch any college football?
I saw Wyoming won a game, but I have not I did not actually watch any of it. I couldn't. It's only on ESPN.
Yeah. My sister has ESPN Plus, so that's where we
I
watched it.
I picked the version because there's that bundle you can get with like Disney, Hulu, and ESPN. But for the same price, you can get it with HBO instead. And that was way more important because I watch Game of Thrones all the time.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
So, yeah, Wyoming won. It was hard to watch.
Yeah, it was 10-0 against the team from Akron. So not even the kid from Akron. He's actually good at his sport, but the team from Akron. The kid from Akron is LeBron James, by the way. That's the
right.
Yeah, he's actually had LeBron been on the field, they should have lost by 100. I don't care that he's 41. Right. He's LeBron.
Well, one thing I'll say is our offense is still poopy, and our defense is actually really good. And that's that's only going to carry you so far. Defenses can, I mean, this time your defense was able to just shut the team out completely, so any points you scored was going to win the game. But it was literally like 3-0 until the fourth quarter.
Why is the offense poopy though? Sam Scott apparently played a great game.
Oh yeah,
and
Scott was fine, but the problem
apparently
was
Chris Durr played well. He had all of the QB's yards receiving. It was just buddy ball with the wrong guy. Why are we not using? His name's really fun to say. Why are we not using Gillenborg even more?
I mean, he went to Gillenborg.
That's not enough.
But the problem was they had him blocking mostly because the other team like blitzed 90% of the time, so that kind of shut down Gillenborg. But yeah, Durr is like extremely fast and probably our number one offensive threat that we have, so it makes sense that Durr got the majority of the catches and stuff. But the problem was we'd move the ball like 50 yards and then we'd get shut down and have to punt, and then the other team would drive it down, and then they would punt, and we would end up on our like 2-yard line, and then we would drive the ball down to the 50-yard line and then have to punt. And that's just kind of how the whole game went until like the fourth quarter. And then we started like getting the upper hand, and we had a pass. It was like a little wide receiver screen pass, where got two blockers in the front, and so Durr Jr. just stepped back, caught the ball, and there was just a little gap, and that dude is fast. He made a little cut, and he was gone.
Bye-bye.
That was the only touchdown that we had. There was a part earlier in the game where I don't know if we have no faith in our kicker or what, but it was before halftime. There's 12 seconds left on the clock, and it's a 48-yard field goal. And we decided, and it's 4th and 1 or 4th and 2 or something like that. And instead of kicking the field goal or trying the field goal, we decided to go for it and got stopped and turned the ball over.
Love that.
I don't know why you wouldn't try the field goal. That didn't make any sense to me. I'm like, this is a prime field goal attempt time. You got 12 seconds left on the clock. You do have a timeout. But still, even if you get the first down, what difference is 2 yards going to make on your field goal attempt? He's either going to make it or he's not.
Yeah.
So just kick the field goal. So that just told me that we have no faith in our kicker, whomever that guy is. But I know we used to have a really good kicker.
I thought it was the same guy still.
I can't imagine it. I know they were looking at a kid.
I mean, he's Um, I don't want to see just that game. Did he not play last year? He's a sophomore. No, apparently he didn't play last year.
Okay. Yeah. Because I don't remember what number that one last year. But he had a heck of a leg on him, was a pretty good kicker. But I don't know anything about this one, really. I don't know. The other thing I'll say is Wyoming went out and got some big boys. Like, big boys. You know how Wyoming usually likes to go with they're bulky, but they're like not weight wise, not very big dudes for like offensive and defensive line. Like these boys are huge. Which is strange to see on Wyoming.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Hopefully, if they can get their offense going, I think they'll do well. Even though I don't really care for the coach we have.
Who's the new
defense,
coach, and why do we hate him?
Last year we got 2 wins. He made some dumb calls last year. I can't think of the dumb calls right now, but like throughout the season I'd watch and it's like, why the hell we got rid of Bull for you to not do dumb shit like this?
I don't know. It can't be as bad as Deion Sanders tonight, though. Last night,
Really?
whatever. Dude, Colorado got gifted a chance against... who are they playing? Hold on. So they were playing Georgia Tech. And they get gifted this chance because the game was tied. Georgia Tech scores. Georgia Tech scored with way over a minute left, and it was like a long scoring play. He totally could have got down. They could have wasted clock, won the game. They scored with like a minute 12 left. Colorado has 2 timeouts. It's like, okay, this should be easy. 2 plays. They had like 22 seconds left on the clock. Didn't use a single timeout. Not one. He left that game with 2 timeouts. And they were forced into a Hail Mary situation.
What the hell?
It's one of those, like, what are we doing?
Okay, our coach is not the worst coach in college football.
Apparently, Deion Sanders is, which is crazy. I don't know what happened. And what's even crazier is Colorado's quarterback almost fucking nailed it anyways. It wasn't a true Hail Mary, but he took a deep shot with like what would have been the like second to last play or something close to that. You know, one of those plays under 30 seconds. He took a deep shot. That ball had to have gone 75 yards in the air. And it was like 3 feet too far in front of his receiver. It was one of those, like, he was this close to the greatest throw I've ever seen.
Huh.
When it hits the ground, it can no longer be the greatest throw, but it was right there.
Right.
Imagine being Georgia Tech in that scenario.
Right. No shit.
But apparently it's tough because apparently Colorado played really good outside of that. So it really was just a coaching malpractice moment, which has to hurt.
Well, I was really confused because like our defense did super well and looked really solid. And then the announcers got to talking about, yeah, well, Coach Bull's really got this defense coached up. And I'm like, no, dumbasses, Bull retired. Well, unbeknownst to me, shows you how much I've been following Wyoming, but Bull's son is the defensive head coach for Wyoming.
Oh, nice.
And based on our first game, I think his son is better at calling plays than his dad was.
Nice.
Defensively, anyway, because, yeah. But at least we got a win. I mean, I just hope it sucks because, like, I don't understand, like, college football, like, NCAA college football.
Yeah.
Because they like last year in 2025 they had Durr Jr. as with a 99 speed
Yeah.
because he is extremely fucking fast. And this year they have him with like a 85 speed.
Love that.
I'm like, how the fuck does he get slower?
Because fuck you, that's why. So the reason I just made that face is I was looking, because I was talking to Jedi last night about how Wyoming is like slowly becoming linebacker U, right? It's like you got Logan Wilson, you got Chad Muma. 2024, you had Easton Gibbs. And I was like, oh, I don't remember. Was there a Wyoming linebacker that came out this year? So I Googled Wyoming Cowboys linebacker draft 2025. The year that it is, the draft that just happened in April. Google's AI overview. There are no confirmed Wyoming Cowboys linebackers drafted in the 2025 NFL draft, as the draft has not yet occurred. Incorrect, actually. Yeah. Apparently Connor Shea, who was a linebacker, was drafted 6th overall in the Canadian Football League draft this year, though. So that's something. And then Shea something I don't know how to say might be getting drafted this year. One of their linebackers. I don't know how to say his last name. It is Shea something. Maybe. I don't know if this is true.
Oh.
It's probably fake.
They,
Shout out AI overview.
yeah. I know there's a lot of different players this year than last year. Offensively, there's mostly the same, but your O linemen are different. But we've got people from like Ohio, I think Cleveland, I think, which I think is where no, wrong on that one. Can't remember where Durr Jr.'s from, but yeah, there's a few. There's people from Chicago. There's people from
Dude, the AI overview got it even more wrong. Because there totally was a guy who could have gotten drafted. He didn't, but Shea was the guy.
Oh.
And he didn't get drafted, and I don't think he got picked up for a team, which is sad. He was the guy that we both probably kept calling Troy Polamalu because he wore 43 and had the super long curly hair.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I know who you're talking about now.
Yeah. It's just obviously it looks like Troy Polamalu. He probably picked that number for that reason.
Right.
Because it was Troy Polamalu.
I want to say he's from Hawaii or something.
Well, so the profile thing I was just reading says nothing. Where did it go? Dude, I hate Google so much. Just so you know.
Right.
I hate it and everything about it. So he's a native of Houston, Texas. That doesn't mean that's where his family's from, but that's where he's from.
Right.
Ugh. Crazy. I don't know.
Yeah. I'm happy with the Bills. They kept Shavers.
They got rid of Frank Gore, though. Well,
he's on the practice squad.
So Xavier Valade is on the Vikings practice squad. There is a realistic world where he takes a snap for the Vikings this year, which would be really cool. Shout out the only offensive player from the Cowboys to be in the NFL. Is that one quarterback still in the NFL? The Jets had him last year. So he would have been the Cowboys quarterback 2 years ago. Was it Presley? Alex Presley? Is that the right name?
Sounds right.
No, I don't think it is. Okay. Wyoming. That was the most incredible spelling anyone's ever seen, and I'm glad no one's ever going to see it. I don't think that was it. Yeah, get the fuck out of here with your AI overview. That's all I can say. Because I
Nice shirt, by
guarantee
the
it
way.
won't help. Oh, thanks. You like that?
Yeah.
Yeah. I no longer live there. I don't have to care as much now.
Uh-huh.
This
Right.
won't help you find me. And I dare you to go find Wonder's house. I double dog dare you.
Right, yeah. That would not be a very good idea for you.
That's a joke, by the way. Don't do that. None of this is what I wanted. Oh, hey, there's Brian Hill. Everyone say hi, Brian.
Hi, Brian.
I
have a picture with him and Josh Allen.
Real. No, that's not. Josh Allen is not the only one, you fucks. Everything's just trying to tell me Josh Allen's the only. No, I don't want the 2025 roster. Oh my God.
God, I love the internet.
Can I find, okay, 2020. No, it won't. What the fuck?
So he was a Wyoming backup quarterback or something for the Cowboys?
He started for Wyoming. He got to the NFL and was like a practice squad player with the Jets last year.
Oh, okay. All right.
Like he was a main. Whoa. Matt Hasselbeck, the former NFL QB, his son committed to Wyoming.
Isn't he like a 4-star QB?
I don't know. Taylor Hasselbeck is apparently going to be Wyoming. And he's only so this is his senior season. So he'll, I guess, be there next year. But
interesting.
Yeah,
I mean, Wyoming's got
not Matt Hasselbeck, Tim Hasselbeck. Didn't know those were different players. Well, I knew they were. Obviously, the names are different. When you only get the last name, you obviously assume the more famous guy.
Right.
You know, son of former NFL QB Allen commits to Colorado. I'm going to assume Josh, not Kyle.
Right.
Or who's the one for the 49ers? The other Allen who wore 17 last year, so everybody made the jokes. Brandon Allen.
Brandon Allen, yeah.
All right. I need to get back to work on what I was trying to figure out. From Wyoming, 2024. What? Was it? No, there's no way that's who it was. Oh my God. Really? There were no quarterbacks from Wyoming in the NFL in 2024. According to Google's AI. Yeah, Josh Allen died. He did not win MVP. He was dead. Executed. Oh. Thanks, Google.
Yep.
Wait.
So I looked it up.
Wait, hold on. AI overview. There were no quarterbacks from Wyoming in the NFL in the 2024 season. Click read more. Scroll down. Notable NFL player from Wyoming. Josh Allen, a successful quarterback from Wyoming. Brother, it was right there. How do you tell me and still get it wrong?
This is what AI said for me when I looked up what is the name of the quarterback that played for the Jets that was drafted from Wyoming. And it said the quarterback drafted by the Jets from Wyoming is not a well-known player. As he was signed as an undrafted free agent, Andrew Peasley was signed by the New York Jets in May 2024 after playing his last two college seasons. Yeah, that's hard for me to say this morning. He is an Oregon native who transferred to Wyoming after playing 4 years at Utah State.
Yes, Andrew Peasley. Yes. Oh my God. Why was that so? I don't know. Alex Presley's a baseball player, by the way.
Oh. Well, you had the A and the P, right?
Yeah, I was close. I gave it a go.
Yeah.
Sorry, I guess, my bad. I forgot that very important Wyoming quarterback. And that very important New York Jet
Uh-huh.
practice squad.
Yeah.
But
What do they get paid to be on the practice squad?
I don't even know if he made the practice squad, but I have no idea.
I was
Let's
thinking
see
about
what
this
the
the other
AI
day.
overview says.
$12. They get paid $12. That's what AI is going to say.
No, it's going to say they do it for free.
Probably.
Let's read the AI overview and then go find a real article. Players with 2 or fewer years of experience receive a minimum of $13,000 per week, while those with 3 or more years of experience have a higher minimum of $17,500 per week. Though things can change, because if you're signed to like a real contract and you get sent to the practice squad, you're still getting your real contract. So,
Right, yeah.
That's
That's
what the
different,
AI overview says. Let's click on ESPN. And one day I'll find it. Yeah, no. ESPN says 13,000 a week and 17.5 for vets. Not bad.
I'll do that.
Yeah.
I'll go make 13,000 a week.
I was looking at a thing because the Vikings traded for Adam Thielen. They got Adam Thielen back. He came home.
That's what I was going to bring up a little bit ago.
But Thielen's back, and in the trade, like when you go through the trade calculator and you calculate like the picks we got back and what we sent, overall we sent the equivalent of a late 4th round pick, or basically a compensatory 4th round pick. You know what we're gonna get next year when compensatory picks come around? A 4th round compensatory pick, because Daniel Jones stood on the sideline and held a clipboard for 2 weeks. So, realistically, we traded 2 weeks of Daniel Jones holding a clipboard for Adam Thielen. And I think that's a pretty good deal.
Fair enough. Especially since you guys need some receiver backup and players, and
At least for the early part of the season.
There.
Things got bad. It went from this receiving course great to, Jettas is hurt. Addison's out for 4 weeks because of suspension. Speedy just hurt his hand. Ty Felton just hurt his shoulder. Rondell Moore just tore his ACL. Okay, we have no receivers. Hold on. What happened? Back it up. I don't like this. What the fuck? Yeah. Also, the first time I made a fucked up face, this was like 15 minutes ago. So Kyle Schwarber, player for the Phillies, 2 days ago became the 19th player in baseball history with 4 home runs in a single ball game. Pretty impressive. Somebody quote tweeted that and said most people don't realize that a 4 home run game happens less frequently than a perfect game. There have been 28 perfect games, I want to say. Might be 27. It's 27 or 28. And I just officially said 19 guys now have hit 4 in a ball game. First reply. Considering there were 2 this year, I disagree. Brother, it's a fact. There's no I don't. Apparently 19's bigger than 27 because more of the 19 happened in the last calendar year.
Huh.
I don't. It's too late in the day, but also too early in the day for people to be this fucking stupid. Help, please. Help, please. So, speaking of this shirt, are you dartsing this year? Nah.
Nope.
I didn't know what was going to happen because, things happened and then things happened. So I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, no, I'm not doing the darts this year.
Crazy.
It's kind of funny because my landlord, you know him.
Yeah.
he asked me. I was at the. Oh, he didn't ask me. Actually, you remember that? God, what the hell? I don't remember what his name was, but he was kind of a bigger dude that. He was kind of bald.
Did he play for a team? Did he sub?
Yeah, he played
like
for
what
a team. I'm trying
Maybe
to
you
remember
give
what
me
team he
something
was
other
on.
than a description.
I'm trying to remember what team he was on.
Was he on one of the Newtowns teams?
No.
All right, unimportant, but this guy came up and talked to you.
But anyway, yeah, he was one of the guys that was like leading the league last year.
Okay.
He was the one that was behind me.
Okay.
And so anyway, he he's like, "So, you playing darts this year?" And I'm like, "No. No, I think I'm gonna call her no, end out a high note's what I told him." And I go, "Really? Okay." You know? And then my landlord talked to him a few days later, and then my landlord texted me and he's like, "Are you really not playing darts this year?" I'm like, "Yeah, no. Like I said, I'm going to go out on a high note and, you know, give someone else an opportunity to you know, win the league on the men's side, you know." And
I could have beat you.
he was laughing because he's like, "Yeah, that's what you apparently told such and such," and he was like, "Yeah, I might actually have a shot to win this year." He was all excited.
It's all fun and games until Kevin remembers how to play darts and just wins the league.
Right, exactly. That's funny. It's just
when the worst player on our team just needs to like lock the fuck in for a second. Like, if he could figure that out, they're cooked.
Yeah, yeah. Well, and it's funny because the guy like commented, he was like, "Well, I was close to you last year," and I was like, "You were 9 games behind me, dude." The next closest person to me was 9 games behind me, and that was you. That's not very close in the dart world.
I was not very good at darts last year.
I mean, granted, I could have a couple of weeks where I go 0-4, but what's the likeliness of that? I could close my eyes and throw darts and still probably win a game.
I was going to say, even with as bad as my season started going, I couldn't do that.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't go 0-4 at all. I just kept going fucking 2-2, which for me is bad.
Right. Yeah.
Or 1-3 every once in a while, and on those ones, somebody else would have to drive home because I considered the bridge.
Right. Yeah. The other thing the other reason why I didn't play is because I felt like it didn't matter to win.
Yeah.
Last year.
I'm still a little salty about that. Oh, all that mattered was the regular season thing, not this tournament that we forced everybody to show up for. It's like, what the fuck was the point of the tournament then?
Right.
Last year, the Lions didn't win the league, actually. That's not what happened. Because that's the equivalent of our league, like,
right,
is calling the Lions the champions. No. They got shithoused by the first team they played in the tournament. That also happened to the team that was the best in our darts league.
Mm-hmm.
That was so funny. Oh, I can't wait to watch you guys play them again. They didn't even kind of show up. It was really funny. I talked a lot of shit to them about that.
As you should have.
Yeah.
Because they were awful loud.
Yeah. Because one of them stayed and watched us play. Because then it led to the, like, me, for some reason, Wonder still being like, yeah, even though you've sucked for 6 months, here's, you know, all the pressure stays on you. It's like, okay, cool. I got it. I did. I had it.
He did have it.
Don't worry. I had it.
He did. Took him 2 darts, but he got it. That's why you have 3. You take, you know.
Oh my God. I'm still so upset.
You hone it in on the
that.
first one, and
I was still kind of upset about that. I'm glad I can like stop what I'm doing very quickly. So I have this douchey habit when I'm playing darts. On my final dart, when I'm sure I threw it correctly, before it hits the board, I turn to shake my opponent's hand like a douchebag. And I did that. And I didn't hit my dart. But instead of getting the full turn, I realized it wasn't going to hit. And I immediately just kind of dropped as like oh, fuck. I can't believe I've done this. I think Wonder's the only one who knew what happened in that situation. Because I remember standing up and looking at you, and you were just giving me the most shit-eating grin I've ever seen from you.
I gave him you felt confident about that one, didn't you?
It was it was one stupid hole because we have the plastic boards, not the cork.
Yeah.
Because bars, apparently metal darts are illegal.
Yeah, there's a reason for that. Because people, here, look, let me put this on my head and you throw a dart at me.
I can do it.
Lose an eye or...
that can still happen with the plastic ones, though.
Yeah, but you're less likely to die. The plastic one's not going to go through skull. Most likely. I'd say they're still pretty pointy. You can throw them pretty hard.
Yeah.
But it's not like having especially the metal ones are heavier too.
Yeah.
So you can really just...
That's true. And I've seen the way some people throw darts, and that's terrifying. I'm sorry. I don't know if there's anyone that I've met that I would let try to throw a dart at something on top of my head. Just not doing that.
Not.
Even like you, it's like, yeah, you're the best darts player in the league. Don't care. All it takes is the one dart that you fuck up.
Mm-hmm.
I'm good.
I'm aiming for your earlobe.
You would be too, you fuck. Hey, if you want that to happen, I don't know, do whatever. The subathon's already started by the time people are saying this. Maybe it's over. Perchance. Could be.
I doubt it.
Could be, though. By Thursday? I don't know. That's like a whole, 72 hours.
Yeah, well, I don't think you've had a subathon go for less than a week.
Yeah, look, but I'm confident that it's only going 24 hours. Nothing's going to happen. I'm confident that nothing's going to happen. Nobody's going to be there. It's going to end quick. I'm confident. I have great confidence. Nobody clip this for later.
Yeah,
sitting there, day 56. What the fuck happened?
Well, the good thing is on day 56, I'm pretty sure you can afford a house payment. So
that would be true. I could possibly quite do that, maybe.
That'll piss me off, though. The geek gets a house before I do.
Yeah, well, you see, there are a few less requirements for me.
True. That's true.
And also, I mean, a couple of the places I've looked at are kind of nice, but a lot of them need quite a bit of work. But also, that just means more YouTube videos.
Right.
For me to watch and make, because I'm going to have to watch them to figure out what the fuck I'm doing.
It's too bad you don't have me there, because I'm technically a handyman, so...
Well, maybe you will be, depending on the time or day.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Yeah.
It's all fun and games.
Yeah,
I still got to convince you to come down here, though.
I almost did today.
Why?
Because Cody and a whole bunch of his friends are headed to watch a Rockies game.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Nice.
So if you go to a Rockies game tonight, you might run into them.
I was thinking about it. I also almost went last night. I'm glad I did. Yeah. Well, apparently it got better. But when I turned it off, because I was watching it on TV, and it's bad when the most diehard Rockies fan ever turns the fucker off. But it was rough. I couldn't handle it anymore. And so,
all I seen about the Rockies was the rainstorm they had, and the guy hit like a pop fly, and there was two Rockies.
Oh, yeah. I'm so upset that they let that inning play on. Because before that at bat, the rain started, and on the broadcast, you couldn't see from the pitcher to home. Like, it was raining that hard. And they played another at bat, let that happen to let runs score, and then still ended the inning in the middle of it for a rain delay. If you were going to do that, just do that. That felt off. Like, that's so not okay.
All it did was cuck the Rockies.
Right. It's like that. If it's raining that bad and you're going to postpone the game anyways, just immediately do it. One more batter. No, you fucks. I was upset. I was a little heated at that moment.
Right.
Just a little. Just a
Right.
little.
Yeah. They're like, I can't see the ball.
Yeah. He straight up couldn't. It was crazy.
Well, yeah, and then you're looking up, you got big ass like cold
Yeah.
freaking raindrops smacking you in the eyeballs.
Yeah, because the one guy, he's like, I got it. And then he completely loses it. And the other guy goes, what the fuck do you mean? And it almost kills him. He's like,
Yeah, it
oh,
was like-
shit.
He's like,
That was so long ago. That was back when the Rockies weren't fun.
yeah.
They remain fun. Brenton Doyle, that's one of these guys. I can't tell looking in the viewfinder, but this guy.
Uh-huh.
Remember I told you he sucked? And then, well, he was really good. And then at the beginning of the year, he wasn't doing great, but he like, the metrics were saying like he was hitting the ball really well. It was just always going to people. And then he had some time off because real life things happened that are awful. Yeah, since the All-Star break, he's been the best hitter in baseball. He's hitting like 400 since the All-Star break. Suddenly, Brenton Doyle remembers how to baseball, and now the Rockies are fun again. It's crazy how your best player being good helps.
Right. Yeah.
Shout out Brenton Doyle. Yeah, he went from batting, before the All-Star break, he was batting 198, and now he's up to 245. He's hit 7 home runs in August. He hit 7 from April to July. He's doubled his stats in the last month. That's my goat.
Fair enough.
That's not true. I
I'll
still
tell you
can't
what.
figure out what Rockies jersey I want to buy, though. I don't have any current players anymore.
Right. I have been tempted to buy my first Bills jersey.
It's not Josh Allen, though.
It doesn't matter who it is.
Oh, you're just finally tempted.
The jersey I want.
Oh, you want the ones where they copied the Vikings, but worse? Hey, let me copy your homework, but just make it worse in every way. Yes, it is.
Well, I like it. I like the look that they went with.
It bugs me. Why? They already have a whiteout uniform. Do literally anything else. You already have an all-white uniform. That's such a waste of time.
Well, I mean, there's a lot of teams that copied other teams.
Yeah, and I'm mad at them too. But specifically the Bills. You had a chance to do something cool. And instead, you took your already white jerseys, removed the red, and said, here we go. This is better.
It's supposed to be like a cold front. That's their theme.
Yeah, they're already white jerseys. Do that. This is just a waste of
front
money.
if you have red on them. They got rid of the red because it's supposed to be like the icy cold front and move it in. If it's got red on it, that's not cold. Plus, I like a little like Bills patch they put on it, like a little 3D like silvery patch.
There is more to those Bills jerseys. They did an awful job of revealing those. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I was about to say, there's like a lot of people out there that are like, oh, this is like the best jersey.
Yeah, but also those people think the regular Bills uniforms are good, so I don't want to talk about them.
Even a Dolphins, that one Dolphins
but the Dolphins
fan,
stuff sucks.
Well, yeah, but they rated all of the rivalry uniforms or whatever, and they thought the Bills was the number one.
That's crazy to me.
Because it was quote unquote clean.
Like they're not. I hate that. And actually, by definition, it's kind of. I didn't realize it like was icy on the shoulders. Because the Bills like reveal pictures, because that's all I used was the reveals that the teams did. The reveal pictures, you can't really see that.
Yeah, no, they did some like stuff. It's not just
little
like
less
white
upset.
and yeah, it's not just white and silver. It's like they did some stuff on the shoulders, and they did some different stuff. They didn't completely copy anybody.
No, okay, so my biggest problem with the rivalry uniforms is nobody did anything. The Cardinals did, but nobody else did. And I guess the Seahawks too. Sorry. But it seemed like most of the teams just went the most boring route possible. And even now, knowing that it's a little different, I don't hate it as much, but I still feel that way about the Bills. The Dolphins, I think, are the most egregious. You had the Miami Vice look right there. We've seen you do City Connect stuff in Miami Vice before as a city. And the Patriots proved that it didn't have to be team colors for this uniform. You could do whatever. Everybody just chose to stick with their team colors, and I hate that. Though next year the Vikings are sticking with purple, but I have a feeling I know what it is. It'll be just like the Timberwolves. We're getting the Purple Rain uniforms, and I'm okay with it. Give me the Prince tribute because it's going to be sick. But like, still, I want, if you're going to do the Purple Rain thing, you have to make it different. It can't just be a purple jersey. That's why I'm less offended at the Bills, but still, it's just like, do something interesting. An all-white uniform is not interesting. The blackout uniforms are not interesting.
Because it's a rivalry. So does that? I don't understand. So I know we only wear them once, and it's against the Patriots.
Yeah.
And
why are the rivalry jerseys not worn against that rival at least once?
Right.
And like, just make sure they're different enough that you could just both wear your rivalry uniform in the same game.
Right.
Because like, they screwed the pooch on that one, because you cannot have the Jets and Dolphins both wear their rivalry uniforms at the same time. They're the same thing.
Right.
I know the Jets is a dark green, not black. It's just a black uniform with slightly different font. I hate the Jets. They're awful.
I know there's a lot of people out there that liked them. I was like,
you already have a blackout uniform, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it's really dark green. I don't fucking care. I do like the font they used for the Jets ones, though.
Right. I heard a lot of people like the 49ers, but
again, I like the font, but it's just a blackout uniform.
Yeah.
I love the Seahawks, though. Yeah. That green helmet is sick. I specifically said it just reminds me of the Oregon Ducks, and that's
well. So does the
Cardinals one also kind of does, but at least the Cardinals is different colored.
It's funny when the majority of people, when they go with something that's like intricate or something, it comes from the Oregon Ducks, because they've had so many uniforms out there that.
Well, it's because every year they do a new uniform for every game, basically.
Right. So like when I was a senior in high school, we got to pick our uniforms. That's what we went with Oregon Ducks that had like the checkered marks on the shoulder pads.
No, I think my favorite of the rivalry uniforms, though, is the Patriots. Because it's not Patriots colored at all. Like, yeah, it's blue and there's some red, but they're not the Patriots colors.
Huh.
They're interesting. They're clean. The red pops. The only thing I don't love about them is the pants. Because they don't have a stripe. They're just practice pants, and I hate that. Worst thing NFL teams do. Why are your pants just solid white? Why are we wearing yoga pants? This is stupid.
Right.
Hate it.
See, I wanted, for the Bills, I wanted the like a new like all red uniform.
Yeah.
Like a different design. I like the red ones that we have, but I wanted like a different, like, because you could use different accents and stuff.
Or just
different colors.
I think you can go a completely new color scheme.
Right.
I don't know what else happens in Buffalo, so I don't know like what would have been a cool color scheme to do. It's not as simple in my head as like the Miami Vice thing. That is
right.
The pink and blue. It's right there. It's easy. You can just do that. Even if you wanted to go blackout, have it be a blackout with the accent colors being the pink and blue instead of orange and aqua. Yeah. I think the Dolphins is my least favorite blackout just because it's boring.
Mm-hmm. I didn't like the Rams either.
I kind of do. Like, I like the shoulder pad, like the sleeves. I like the helmet. They miss because why is the number white?
Right.
Should have been gold with the blue
Mhm.
outline. There, and then boom, you did it perfect. It's constant. I think every team did that, where it's like there's just one thing that is just at least one thing that is just slightly off, and it drives me insane. With the Patriots, it's the pants. The Cardinals, as much as I like what they did, I still think they should have just done something like entirely inspired by the Arizona flag. Just like I think next year the Bears should just do a Chicago flag inspired uniform. They won't because they're the Bears. We're going to be lucky if it's not just their regular jersey, but like an extra stripe or something.
Right.
The Bears are not interesting. They refuse to ever be interesting. That's not a real shot at the Bears. That's just how their ownership operates. The Bears are only wearing their regular home and away this year, even though they have multiple alternates and throwbacks, because their owner, who just died, it's their tribute to her. She hated alternates. So for this season, they're just not going to wear any.
Interesting. Well, hopefully after this season they move on from that.
I have no faith.
Me either, but
you know whose
whatever.
uniforms probably will be good next year? The Texans.
Mm.
They've already started teasing how good they are. They don't get to announce them for a full year, and they're just like, yeah, these uniforms are okay. Just wait until you see ours. And after what they just did with their redesign, I have complete faith. They're like the only team to completely nail their redesign with no misses. Like the Lions have clear misses, even though it's a clear upgrade. Why are they all just practice pants? Why? Shout out the Vikings not having practice pants in the wardrobe. I don't think the Bills do either. So shout out.
The Vikings want to give us a couple of draft picks for Elijah Moore and Samuel.
No, we'll give you 1 7th-round pick for Josh Allen.
You'll give me 2 first round, 2 second rounds,
No,
4 third
one
rounds.
7th round.
Basically,
You'll
just give
just
me
be a
your
Vikings
entire
fan
Vikings
now. No.
offense, and you can have Josh Allen.
No, you'll just be a Vikings fan now. Just accept the 1 7th.
Yeah,
Simple.
we cannot be aligned. The universe cannot allow us to align like that. That would just be dangerous.
Yeah, it can, because then double disappointment.
But what if we win, though?
We won't.
You
We're
imagine
the
the-
Vikings. We're a team I root for, Wonder. Do you see how that goes for me?
Yeah.
I'm a fan of a baseball team that still could be the worst to ever exist. The Timberwolves are still the team with the worst winning percentage in all of sports ever. And the Vikings are, even more than the Bills, the most heartbroken team in the entire NFL, maybe in all of sports. Because outside of those 4 Super Bowls, until very recently, Buffalo hasn't even tried to come close.
Right.
The Vikings like to come close every year. I saw a thing that made me upset. 8 years ago, Vikings made the NFC Championship game, lost to the Eagles. 8 years before that, the Vikings made the NFC Championship game, lost to the Saints. 8 years before that, the Vikings made the NFC. We're making the NFC Championship game, but we're going to lose.
Right.
You know what's worse? In his age 27 season, the Packers added Reggie White. In Brett Favre's age 27 season, the Packers added Reggie White, won a Super Bowl. In Aaron Rodgers' age 27 season, they added Charles Woodson and won a Super Bowl. In Jordan Love's age 27 season, they just added Micah Parsons. If both things hold true, I have to watch the Vikings lose an NFC Championship game to the Packers, and I might burn a city to the ground. I swear to
Batman's
God.
coming for you.
Who?
Batman.
That motherfucker can't stop me. The unbridled rage I will have after that game, no. No. You're going to need the entire Justice League.
You know what? He'll probably let you burn it down, and then he'll just rebuild a better city.
Deal. But, yeah. I can't believe the Cowboys traded Micah Parsons. Dude.
Why do I feel like they got a better deal?
They didn't.
Earlier for Micah Parsons?
Oh, they probably did get offered something better. Dude, this reeks the same way the Luka Doncic deal did. Where, it's the same thing. It doesn't make any sense. Though, this one I at least understand because Jerry Jones is a sociopath, and it was straight up, he just didn't like how Micah was acting. So he just went on an ego trip and traded him to the first team he could. And for whatever reason, Jerry likes to send all of his good players to Green Bay. I don't know what that's about.
Whatever. I gotta get ready to go to Shadvern.
Gross.
Yeah.
You at least gonna... Nope, that's the wrong town. I was thinking of Sydney. I was like, you at least gonna go to Cabela's? Wrong place.
No. I wish there was a Cabela's there. I'd be a lot happier being up in there.
There's a Cabela's here.
I know.
There's nothing I can do. Wonder's never coming to visit here.
Someday. I just do not like Denver.
It's crazy. I've loved it here.
I just don't like cities.
Yeah, no, that's the more accurate thing. You would like it here way more than you did in Vegas. Like if you came and spent multiple days, this is so much nicer.
Yeah. 100%. Yeah, I don't know if I'll ever go back to Vegas. That was
the
TwitchCon, that was fun.
Again, I really wish and hope that one day you can go with me to San Diego.
Right. I've been to San Diego before.
But for TwitchCon, because the entire experience is better.
But I know the area is fine, or it was back when I went, but a lot can change. But
I still think it mostly is. I don't know. It's a place with humans. There's always bad.
Yeah,
I don't even want to say bad spots. There's just bad people that exist. Places. It doesn't matter what part of town you're in.
Right. Yeah.
Bad people exist, and it's not just a cities thing. They exist not in cities too. Just the nice thing about small towns is that you don't go anywhere. So you never have to deal with the psychos.
True. But
they're all at the bar, so just don't go there. Simple.
Aspen's finally awake. Her alarms must have went off. She's like, she texts me, "What are you doing?"
Yeah, what are you doing?
Podcasting. She goes, "Oh, okay."
Oh, okay.
Because she probably woke up and went, "I know I heard him come home. Why is he not in bed?"
Yeah. Then you get to do the whole, well, I didn't want to wake you up, so I just didn't go to bed.
Well, and I wouldn't have been able to go to bed anyway. I would have just sat there on my phone, so.
Yeah. No, I get that.
Whatever.
So video games. And then I was sending him TikToks because that's what I do when I get into bed is I just scroll on my phone until it's fall asleep time. So I'd been sending him TikToks, and then he replied, and I was like, "Oh, you're awake. Why? Give me the info. Can we just do this now?" And then we did. Here we are.
Yep.
And
now we don't have to worry about it.
Next week, there will not be a timer right here, and I will not still be live.
Uh-huh. Right.
Mm-hmm. For sure.
Uh-huh.
No, I won't be. It's a guarantee. I'm not even going to be live on Tuesday. What do you mean? It's going to be over. Exactly 24 hours from the start.
You're pretty dumb.
At least I'm pretty. Except I'm not, so that's tough. Ow. I don't have as much cord with these as I do my... as I do my big ones. That's tough.
Mm-hmm.
That's tough. That hurt. I used to have like a little extender thing, but like if the like connection would twist, it would like electrocute me. I don't really know how or why that happened. That doesn't really make any sense, but it did, and it hurt. So I don't have the extender anymore.
Fair enough.
You ever been electrocuted on your inner ear?
No, but I've been electrocuted across the neck before.
Who did you let tase you in the neck?
So I was on my 4-wheeler,
Oh,
and you know the old farmhouse looking place just south of where I'm living right now,
yes.
right by the oil place.
Yep.
So I used to drive through there and drive along the fence line on the 4-wheeler to come to your place.
Yeah.
But this particular day I wasn't coming to your place. I was headed to River Screen to clean the screen. And usually that electric fence is off and it's super like stretchy, and I'd pull up to the electric fence and grab it, and I would just pull it up like this and drive underneath of it and let go and just go on my way. For whatever reason, even though there was no cattle in this pasture, the electric fence was still on, and the fence is only like a couple 100 yards long, and it's got a 15-mile fencer on it, solar powered fencer. And so I grabbed a hold of it and went like this and started to drive forward, and it shocked me, and so I let go and it slipped down my arm just like this. And then as the 4-wheeler went forward, it was like pulling me backwards, and I couldn't get because fencers, they work like this, like every second and a half, 2 seconds, it sends a shock down the line. So it was like every time I get a hold of it, it would shock me and it would slip out of my hand, and I just couldn't get it. Just kept shocking me. I couldn't get it off of my neck. It was hooked under my chin.
Crazy.
Yeah, it was not a very fun time. I ended up just like laying all the way back across the 4-wheeler until the like fence eventually like slipped off of my chin. I was not very impressed with myself. I might have cried a little bit. More out of embarrassment than out of like pain. It sucked. It hurt. Like it.
Yeah.
It would shoot sparks like this far if you.
I was thinking about this. When, if ever, was the last time you actually cried from pain? Because I was thinking about this because I was like, dude, I cry like multiple times a week because I'm a pussy, right? But then I was like, but like actually from pain, I don't actually know if I have. Like I can cry right now. That's not a problem. I'm not afraid of tears. Normally when I'm in pain, I just yell.
Yeah. I was about to say, you'll hear every curse word on the planet.
Yep.
But I can't say I've cried from pain. It's been probably over 20 years.
I was going to say, it would I'm sure it's happened. And like, I'm sure it's happened since I was a child, where you cry over every bit of pain because you don't know what pain is. But like, I don't know.
Honestly, I honestly get more pissed off than I do like emotional.
Right.
Like,
yeah.
It's just like, I don't know. It's like rage overcomes the sadness.
Yeah. So I don't know. That was just something I was thinking about. So let me know in the comments how that works for you, I guess. If you make it an hour, 10 minutes into the podcast for some reason.
I will say,
yeah,
the closest I've come to crying from pain would be from a kidney stone.
Well, that tracks. I really hope I never end up with one of those.
I do not recommend. That's why I drink cranberry juice every once in a while, just to make sure I don't get any kidney stones.
How's that a thing?
Because Yeah, apparently cranberry juice helps you with kidney stones, but I hate the idea of calling it a kidney stone because you think of a stone, smooth, round, you know? It's more like a kidney cocklebur or I don't know. It's like a little like especially mine. It was like a little ball. It wasn't very big, but it was a little ball with like jagged spikes, sharp spikes coming off of it everywhere. And it's what sucks is like you're just going through life, nothing wrong, and all of a sudden it feels like somebody stabbed you with a hot knife into your freaking kidney, like just into your back. It just feels like somebody walked up with a hot knife and went right in your back. It's crippling.
Yeah, I'm gonna do my best to not do that.
Yep. I don't think you have too much to worry about because you don't eat as much meat as like I do. Like I eat a shit ton of meat.
I don't know if that's true. I can't not have meat. But I also, is it red meat or just meat in general?
I think it's red meat. There's certain foods that cause it, but like I eat a lot of that food.
Sure. I was gonna say
Like
I eat a lot of meat,
I have
but for me it's chicken. I eat chicken.
Yeah. I don't think chicken causes.
That's not even a weight thing.
I
just prefer chicken.
Oh well, that makes sense for me too. So apparently the number one cause of kidney stones is not staying hydrated and drinking enough fluids.
You drink a lot of fluids though. They're just full of sugar.
True. Okay, so yeah, it says uric acid causes kidney stones, often caused by gout or eating too much animal protein from meat, poultry, fish, or seafood.
Okay, so all meat.
Because they are caused by high levels of calcium, oxalate, and phosphorus in the urine. The best way to keep from having kidney stones is staying hydrated.
What?
Yeah, and the number one drink that causes kidney stones is any kind of cola. They're high in phosphate, which promotes kidney stones. Interesting.
Interesting. Very interesting. Oh yeah, right.
I should probably go shower.
Phosphate. Bro believes in showers, says the guy who showers twice a day.
Yeah. I gotta drive and I gotta wake myself up, and the best way to do that is to shower.
Oh yeah. So I went to Spirit yesterday. Had to get two more skulls for the collection. That one's made of snakes. That one, he's eating a bat. Because why not?
Huh. Yeah.
Also had to get this chalice goblet. It's black and purple, which perfectly fits my character in Miller's D&D game. And for all of the times I won't be drinking wine out of it, but I can put my Dr. Pepper or water in here. And anytime we're role-playing where I say my character's drinking, he can now have very obviously what you would have.
Just put cherry Dr. Pepper in there, and it looks like wine.
Because it's so purple, I think just regular Dr. Pepper. I don't think you'd be able to tell the difference. It's not like it's clear.
True.
So
true.
Maybe it's blood. Who knows?
Blood.
Since, y'all still think I'm a vampire.
Mm-hmm.
That is crazy. All right. I think that's all I got. We recorded a lot. Do we need to start doing 5 a.m. podcasts? Is that just better for some reason?
I don't think so. I'm not waking up at 5 a.m.
We're going to start doing the podcast before you go to work, man.
Yeah. Eat shit. I don't need to piss myself off before I get to work. I do that enough at work.
Why would you be pissed off? You get that angry during these?
I can. Especially since the NFL season's here.
Ah, true.
The Bills are going to piss me off. Just know it.
True. All right. I guess
Whatever.
that'll do it for us. So thanks for watching. We'll catch you in the next one. Peace.